Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's all about racing. In this particular event, we are going to look at a Team Caliper 124 scale, this being the number 63 Superflo Monte Carlo of none other than Mark Green. Now, it's probably pretty obvious why I bought this car. Take one look at it, and it might be one of the coolest looking cars you've got out there. This Superflo, which is a motor oil, had this Tiger as the logo for it, and if you take a look at this car, it is just really phenomenal. Got that badass looking Tiger up on the hood, Superflo, Exxon, Monte Carlo, and the rest of the car done up in black with Bengal Tiger stripes. Even really cool orange wheels with the Goodyear tires. And of course, as always, this is one of the Team Caliber limited edition owner's cars that I have. And I'm looking at about 9 more that I've got boxes for just laying on the floor. And I've got another huge moving box full of even more. So I think I've got like 164 cars in this collection. I believe I added it up. So we've just started to scratch the surface. Anyhow, so what do we know about Mark Green? Not much, guys. If anybody out there really knows who Mark Green is, I'd really like you to tell me in the comments section. I'd just love to know if there's anybody that remembers, because he is probably one of the most unremarkable drivers in the Nascar Busch Series. Not the Winston Cup, but the Busch, because he only made a couple starts in Winston Cup. But he is the brother of fellow drivers Jeff and David Green, much more well-known than he is. He was the winner of 6 consecutive go-kart championships, and guys, that is how you get noticed. You do things like go-karts, or you get in sprint cars, you go dirt racing. This is how, scouts pick you up and you get rides in a series like the Busch or the NASCAR Cup Series. But anyhow, in 1993, he won 16 out of 20 races. Not too bad. However, when he got to the big leagues, the NASCAR Busch Series, he ran 318 races over 17 years, sometimes without sponsors, sometimes on some of the crappiest teams in the entire series. His car was one of those start and park cars where if he qualifies, if he's lucky enough to make qualifying, and he did, he ran 318 races. A lot of times he would get in there, he'd run 10 laps and then park the car and finish, and you walk away with a $10,000 check and everybody wins. But his best finish in the series overall was 11th in 1997. He retired after having 0 wins, 15 top 10s, and 0 poles. Not exactly a stellar performance. But the car he had is stellar looking. Look at it. It is badass. I'm just going to rotate the camera around this thing so you can get a good look at it. This is a look through the passenger side. Really nice interior detail that you can see. Superflo 63. It is just a wild looking car. Really, really neat. Here's a cool look at the back. Now, if you've seen my videos on these cars, you know the interior detail, the exterior detail is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, look at that. It's gorgeous. Trunk opens. You can see the fuel cell in there. Very, very cool. The hood opens on these babies as well, and you can see under there. And amazingly, as cool as the exterior is, there's nothing under the hood, which is kind of unusual. But you do have a pretty cool engine to look at in there. Very, very sharp. And here's a look at the undercarriage. You've seen these before. Absolutely beautiful work. You have a drive shaft that rotates on there. You have got suspension that works. Front wheels that turn, wheels that roll. I mean, you're looking at engine, transmission, radiator, exhaust system, everything. This also being an Owners Club edition. This is number 2,207 out of 2,234, I think, that were made. So this is almost the last of the run that they built of this car. Very cool. And this car fits very nicely in this big box, and you've seen other videos, you know what that looks like, so we won't bother going through that on this one today, as we're already running 4 minutes in length. But I hope you've enjoyed this really cool looking car. I think this is one of the neater looking cars that I have in my collection. It's hard to make a pig look good, because a Monte Carlo, let's face it, it was one of the ugliest sedans probably ever built. But it sure looks good in this Tiger skin. See ya.